O'Hare International Airport is ramping up for a major makeover. Sources tell the Chicago Tribune the 8-year plan would turn O'Hare into the largest airport in history. DePaul University professor Joe Schwieterman has his eyes on the skies for us today. Joe, what do you think about this $8.5 billion spend?
Here in Chicago, this story's got a lot of traction. City's been very patient, expanded runways for the last 10 years, but the terminals are really out of date. And they came out of the box with a really ambitious plan that basically rebuilds the whole terminal system for most of the passenger side of the operation. But they're experimenting with some new things, like mixing international and domestic flights in a new way in a big American terminal. That's raising some eyebrows.
Joe, what else can you tell us?
Well, the good thing about terminals is, unlike runways, which require condemning land, lots of federal money, environmental clearances, terminals are relatively easy in the sense once the deal is set, airlines committed to long-term leases and things can move forward. That said, the complexity of this is pretty staggering, with all of Terminal 2 being demolished, new piers being built off of Terminal 3, which is the United Terminal. All that happening at an airport that's quite congested is going to take some fancy footwork. It will mean, of course, higher fees and passengers will pay for it. But you look around the world, you go to other airports, you go to Munich, you go to Amsterdam, of course, in the Gulf states, and airports are a whole different animal than they are at O'Hare, where we have low ceilings, congested waiting areas, and people get in the airport sometimes 2 hours ahead, and you have kind of a sardine can feel, especially in Terminals 2 and 3, and this brings us up to modern times.
Any other headlines coming from the industry?
Well, airline stocks are on fire lately, and it's really good to see after all the lean years. And when Warren Buffett wants to buy, it's usually symbolic that or it's indicative the fundamentals are really good. He's bought railroads before, but airlines are often seen as a province for losing money. And when Warren Buffett feels confident, that's resonating in the market, so we're seeing some real upside.
Thank you, Joe. UPS is going to court overseas. The delivery giant is launching court action against the European Union regulators who are blocking UPS from merging with Dutch firm TNT. UPS wants the EU Commission to pay interest and court costs for losses. The Commission made the call that a UPS-TNT deal would restrict some deliveries and delivery companies in Europe. UPS is asking for $2 billion in that case. Check out businessfirstam.com to find out where to see our entire show. And don't forget to like, follow, and share Business First AM.